Good day, fellow diecast collectors. So back on February 10th, 2021, I did a little review of this Aoshima Grachan Mazda Cosmo AP, and this is such an ugly car that I actually like it. There's something about really ugly cars and like weirdly styled cars that I find entertaining. They're more for comedic value than me ever wanting to actually own one. But yeah, if you want to look up my history, you can find something on that. But here's the regular road version. And this is made by a company called Konami. And so I thought I'd take a look at the standard Mazda Cosmo. Let's see here. So this is a blister pack. This is some new old stock. This company doesn't make models anymore. I know Konami from like video games. I wonder if it's the same Konami. Okay, let's see. There's gotta be a screw here. So I'm not gonna really talk about this car too much because I talked about it in that other video. But the base plate here says this thing is from 1975, and I do know that these things either had inline 4 cylinders or some rotary engines. Alright, so let's see here. This is from the Mazda Museum, this photo. Looks pretty decent, I guess. The wheels are similar. Yeah, it's missing the mirrors, but those are spindly mirror stocks, so I can kind of understand. I also feel that these Konami models are really inexpensive when they were first sold. If I had to guess, maybe $4 or $6. Okay, that looks pretty good too, I think. But let's get a better light angle here and just take a look with the dental pick here. Where did it go? Let's start with the top. Now, red die cast, I'm sure there's gonna be some paint rash. Yeah, there it is. Paint rash. It's just the way of red die-cast cars. It's too bad. I do see some molded windshield wipers, but they're not painted black. There's silver paint around the window trim, but that's a missing effort. This is nicely done. Panel gaps are a little wide, I think. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, they're not distractingly large, but if my dental pick can go in it, that's my gauge. Yeah, look at that. That is not an attractive car. Oh well. Can we read what's on that grill? Yeah, there it is. It's Mazda. Okay. So you got the plastic headlights. That looks pretty good. And then you have a separate plastic chromed bumper that seems to have really poorly applied orange paint. That should be over there. This side is a little bit better, but not the greatest either. So I think maybe the age of this model, it also seems like the chrome coating on this plastic is vaporizing off. And it does have some black paint for these little additional bumpers there. Okay, let's move on. The tires have pretty good curvature to the sidewalls, so that seems pretty nice. The wheels, low. Yeah, they're blanked off, sadly. Would have been nice if there was just air there. Oh well. But they do look pretty accurate to that photo. You can kind of see some lug nut details too. And then the center of it is painted black. So that's a nice little detail. There's some orange here in this front marker. That looks alright. And then that must say Cosmo in script, in cursive. Yeah, it's not the best application. But now I'm noticing this silver trim going along the wheel wells, along the bottom, and along that wheel well. I didn't even see that before. And then another marker in the back is painted. And then that leads to the other plastic bumper. There's a little black paint here. It's really weird styling there. Okay. And then these lights do look good. I mean, you can see that it's orange and red. And I guess this is supposed to be white. But maybe it's just clear. But it is clear. And then this is black in the middle here. The Mazda is legible. Oh, and more black paint on those little bumperettes. Unfortunately, it's just a blank license plate, which is kind of not so great. There's a little silver paint on this blanked off exhaust tip. So this model is from 2005, and it's press fit together. It does have some treads, they're okay. The tire width seems okay for this year of car. Okay, so it's a quick review. As expected, paint rash on a red diecast car, one that's 16 years old. I've just come to accept that, but these Konamis aren't really that expensive on eBay. If you're patient, you do an auction, you can get one at, well, I guess everything's relative, right? If you're coming from Hot Wheels, they're expensive. But compared to like a brand new Mini GT, they might be less expensive. Okay, let's put this thing on the spin thing and bring up this Aoshima again, which is just really like these Grachans. It's just so weird because the Liberty Walk body kits on them are just so radical, right? I mean, that ducktail and the side skirts and the giant over fender flares there, just weird. So now I have an idea of what that Liberty Walk should have looked like, because Konami did a pretty good job. I'm pretty sure they make like 3 colorways of each of their castings, so this red one just came up, so I got it. But maybe there's other colors, preferably a metallic is the one you want to get. That would probably have less chance of paint rash. But even so, I find collecting these things pretty fun. I'm learning through collecting diecast cars the history of these things. And then, I'm just now noticing the interior. I didn't even bother talking about that, so I apologize. Let's go back here. So the Konami had a black interior, which is weak, but this is nice. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Aoshima. The Aoshima has a black interior, which is kind of boring because you can't see anything, right? But this thing has like this, I don't know if it's reddish or brownish, or it's kind of a mix between the two. But it's nice. Look at the dashboard. You got those round gauges molded in. The steering wheel actually has 2 colors. The seats have some ribbing. There's door rests detail, like armrests, and the pull handle for the door. So that's another thing I like about Konami. And I didn't mention earlier, but Konamis have suspension, just like TLV. Granted, I don't really care if my models have suspension, but maybe you do. Alright, so back it is. Alright, well anyways, if you haven't bought a Konami model, it might be worth a experimental purchase, just to gauge the quality. If you can get one with great paint, I mean, I think they're fantastic models. They're like premium, really, if the paint doesn't go bad. But because I don't think they've made models since 2005, there's a good chance that you're going to have those paint problems. So, just words of warning. Okay, well, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next spin.